Welcome to His and Hers Perspectives.
Most definitely.
And not only that, but while you're looking for that, obviously, another thing, we can speak on is just the connotations that come with both of those words. Obviously, you think about white, you think about purity, you think about an angel, you think about clean, you think about with unblemished, and then you think about black. There's some very dark and negative connotations to it. You think about dirty, you think about dishonest, you think about, black magic, if you will, which is supposed to be evil. You think about a black cat, which is supposed to bring some kind of curse on you, So as you can see, the definitions that have been derived from and that are associated with those words definitely bring about negativity when it comes to the word black. And when you think about the word white and all of the positive imagery that comes with that, it can kind of show you the thought processes behind those who try to identify us as black.
And with that, I wanted to read this definition as well. I was trying to find it earlier, but I just found it, especially where you're just speaking about white, right? So in their definition, it says white is a person having origins in any of the original peoples of Europe, the Middle East, or North Africa. And it says black or African American is a person having origins in any of the black racial groups of Africa. But then it further goes on to say that the United States OMB form SF 118 form, and you got the form there, specifically states that black, African Americans, African Canadians is a person belonging to any of the black racial groups of Africa. However, there are no black racial groups of Africa, and it says there are no black racial groups of Africa and can be proven by anyone who is from Africa, as they refer to themselves from a tribe, clan, or a village. Furthermore, people from Africa will tell you they do not call or refer to themselves as black in their language. And that is so true, because even if you think about Nigerians today or Ghanaians today, people from the continent of Africa, you would always notice they would talk about their tribes.
All right.
They never say, "Oh, I'm Black Igbo, I'm Black
Hausa." So many different tribes throughout each of these countries. And you know what? Another thing that's actually contradictory in that document right there, especially from their definition of it, is the fact that it's saying that African Americans are groups that originate from Africa, when earlier we just read the definition of America, and it showed that quote unquote black people were inhabiting those lands. Aboriginal people were inhabiting those lands before Europeans came. So if they were there before Europeans got there, how can the Europeans then tell them where they came from?
And tell them go back to Africa.
How can they tell them how can they tell them where they came from if they didn't even know that they were there prior to them getting there themselves? It makes no sense at all.
And y'all need to do some more research into this Christopher Columbus guy. He knew exactly where he was going.
I want you to pause right now, stop whatever it is you're doing, and make sure to like the video. Everybody, hit that like button. It's free. It don't cost you nothing.
Yes.
It don't cost you nothing at all.
It don't cost you anything. And even subscribing, it don't cost you anything. And when you subscribe, you want to hit that notification button so that you get notified every single time we drop. We have all of that research and documentation. I remember one night I stayed up all night just scouring the internet, reading so many different things, and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what the heck is going on? And even if you guys know about the War of 1801, I believe, or 1803, you would realize that the indigenous people of the Americas were helping the Europeans to fight against England and all of those different countries. And the Europeans who came to the United States were trying to be allies with the Aboriginal, dark-skinned, copper-colored people of that country. And then they come and conquer the people and then try to be like, oh, we won this. We were here before you. But again, don't want to get too deep because there's so much more that we can go into in that regard as well. So hopefully this is just like a nice little kind of feel we went a little bit all over the place, but hopefully you guys can make some
hopefully
sense.
hopefully it will register for those who are meant to receive the information. Obviously, questions and comments, drop them in the comments. You know what I'm saying? I'm very interested to see what you guys think about this information.
Yes.
Obviously, we kind of had to just wing it because a lot of the documents and a lot of things that we did have kind of malfunction at the last minute. So we just kind of going off the whim with how we're able to do it. But
everything, when I say even set up, like camera, so like, what's going on? What's going on?
Right. Everything was a mess. And I mean, believe it or not, it's 4:00 in the morning right now. You know what I'm saying? So every day we're still working and we're gonna crank this out anyway. But nonetheless, as I said, it's all in the words. It's all in the definitions. It's been they use paper, they use the pen. You know what I mean? It's word magic. That's exactly what it is. And I'm glad you mentioned that because I have this book right here as well, which is a really good book. It's called Doublespeak by William Lutz. And this book also goes into the fact that what we use in our everyday language is not the same as what's used when it comes to these government entities and things like that. Basic words that you would just use, it doesn't mean the same thing. So we really have to be more careful when it comes to the words that we use, or even furthermore, how we identify. So, it's much more detrimental than you think to simply call yourself a Black person. It really is, because you are literally voiding yourself and taking, no, I wouldn't say taking, you're giving your birthright away by doing that.
If you're appreciating the content and would like to show your support, consider becoming a channel member or sending a super chat, super sticker, super thanks, or alternatively, sending a cash app to # his, hers, perspectives. Yeah, you're telling them that in the eyes of the law, I mean nothing. I am dead.
Nothing. I am a slave.
Okay, so with that, we hope you find some value in tonight's conversation, in our perspectives, especially where it comes to us identifying as Black. Again, we don't identify as that, and we don't identify necessarily as a human being.
Right, and just another thing, right? For all of you low vibrational beings, don't worry, we're gonna get back to some ratchet shit very soon. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to some ratchet stuff, talking about the BS that you guys want to be entertained by. But hey, we get entertained by it too, so we ain't just trying.
Right. Yeah, we ratchet as well. But it's all about the balance, though. You know what I'm saying? It's about the balance. And this is something that definitely we felt very important to share, because obviously we're going to get deeper into this as time goes on and as we see how this is received from everybody, but there'll be a lot more to come when it comes to this information. So
Yeah.
stay tuned, tap in. If you liked it, if you're intrigued by it, if you're interested, definitely let us know in the comments. We're going to be reading all the comments. You know what I mean? We'll be responding to some of the comments as well. So definitely want to leave you with the thought that these words are much deeper. You have to, get yourself a good law dictionary. You have to question.
I got so much right here.
Question. Yeah, if you just, man, come on, the books, you have to, we have a library of books, like, to be completely honest, like, no joke. It's a lot of books and it's a lot of information.
We have a lot of law books. We have contract law, we have international law, we have tax law, we have public law, we have human rights. We have so many books. Like, I was going to bring out all of those law books, and I'm like, what does that have to do with the topic of discussion, right? But definitely, guys, we hope you enjoyed it and found some value, and you can do some further research into what we have shared tonight. And also make sure you're tuned in for Wednesday's video, which will be a little bit kind of on this type of feel, but it's not going to be this so much like this. But then on Friday, we are going to be live, and we expect to see you guys in the comments, representing, asking questions, showing love. And also, if you found value in this content tonight, make sure to send us a super chat, a super sticker, a super thanks, or even send us a cash app if you want to support the channel and the content. All right. Anything you'd like to close up with?
I just want to say, like I say each time, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, make sure those notifications are on. We're going to be doing a lot more lives. We got some stuff set up. We have some great ideas. So make sure that you're tuned in. Everybody that's been supporting thus far, we appreciate it. We appreciate the encouragement. It just makes us want to go harder. So we're going to continue doing that. We have a lot of good information coming out. Very informative, very entertaining at the same time. So make sure you tapped in, and we looking forward to it. So catch us on the flip side.
Peace.
Please be sure to engage with the content by leaving a comment, hitting the like button, sharing, and subscribing if you're not already subscribed. And if you would like for us to discuss a particular topic, then go ahead and send us an email at hisandhersperspectives@gmail.com.